There was a time when we used to do everything according to this channel. I mean, watching Pokemon while eating food. As soon as we came back from school, we used to get late for tuition because of Flintstone, and in the evening, we used to cut Ben 10 and Dragon Ball Z. And these cartoons were considered responsible for all our wrongdoings. Those were the days. Today is neither that time nor that Cartoon Network. We will know how Cartoon Network failed, and before it fails, let's know why Cartoon Network was so popular. The story of Cartoon Network begins with a man named Ted Turner. Ted Turner is the same man who made the world's first 24-hour news channel, CNN. It was the year 1991. Ted was very excited about a new product. This project was to make a channel that showed cartoons on TV for 24 hours, and it seemed that Ted had started the whole preparation for this a long time ago. He signed a lot of deals with United Artists and Tom and Jerry's production house MGM, which gave him access to their old cartoons. Now, after meeting the librarians, the next task was to create a channel, and for this, Ted stole Betty Cohen and made her a channel president, which was named Cartoon Network. Yes, our Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network was officially launched on October 1st, 1992. India had to wait another 3 years for this Cartoon Network, and finally, on May 1st, 1995, Cartoon Network was also launched in India. Initially, Cartoon Network was not reaching every house in America, and Ted was very worried about this. That's why Ted merged his two channels, TNT and TVS, with Cartoon Network, so that in whichever house this channel comes in, Cartoon Network can be shown in every house. Ted's decision made the kids happy, and as soon as he saw it, his Cartoon Network became one of the top 3 channels in America. Until now, Cartoon Network was showing cartoons like Rapshody Rabbit, Looney Tunes, and Hanna-Barbera on TV. These are all old cartoons that kids were liking a lot. By the way, which of these cartoons have you seen? Comment quickly and tell me. Now, after this, cartoons like Tom and Jerry, Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo came on TV. And there was also a boom of American cartoons here. From January 1999, Cartoon Network started dubbing and presenting all these cartoons in Hindi. Listen, now I will also get down in the snow. Now see my wonder. Join my brand new exercises every month for just 25 cents. The effect of Hindi was that now, on a very large level, not only in cities, but also in villages and towns, Cartoon Network was spreading. Satellite TV was still a new thing for the whole of India, but it helped a lot in the growth of Cartoon Network. Everything was going well, but Ted was not so happy until now. Those old cartoons were being shown to people. That's why Cartoon Network changed its strategy and started making its own cartoons, and new cartoons started coming in the market. This cartoon made its Small Scientist Dexter Laboratory, its Playboy Johnny Bravo Cow and Chicken, and the biggest show of that time, Ed, and Eddie, whose rating was touching the sky. That too came out of the same strategy. The 20th century ended and Cartoon Network came in the year 2000. Our Courage and Cowardly Dog, who is still popular today, whose condition was exactly the same as the day when the children's results were coming. Cartoon Network then brought Powerpuff Girls 2, and from here again Cartoon Network turned towards superheroes. DC's Justice League and Batman's first animated series also brought Cartoon Network. And after that, Marvel's Spider-Man also started running on Indian TV. Everything was going well. In the same year, Cartoon Network launched 3 new series of Batman. Superman was also shown in the same year. Then next year, Cartoon Network came out of America and also started showing cross-cultural shows. What were these shows? These were Dragon Ball Z and Beyblade, which for 3 years, in the list of the world's #1 cartoons, kept leaving each other behind. Cartoon Network was getting more and more powerful every day. During 2004, Cartoon Network also changed its logo. In 2005, Cartoon Network was so popular that Amir Khan was also shown on it to promote his film Mongol Pandi. Yes, at that time, the swag of Cartoon Network was something like this. This was a very unique episode, because in this episode, cartoons Salman Khan and Johnny Bravo interviewed Amir Khan. By 2007, Cartoon Network had so many original shows that they opened a separate channel called Boomerang for their classic cartoons like Popoy and Tom and Jerry, and only original cartoons started coming to Cartoon Network, and the timing was also great. Because this year, Cartoon Network launched Ben 10 on its channel. We don't need to tell you how popular it was. Do you remember how everywhere from Ben's watch to his bag and tiffin box, Ben was everywhere on his birthday? Now you will ask, everything is going well. Then where did the trouble come from? Actually, the initial trouble started when Boomerang was made. Now there are two types of theories in this. The first theory is that children still wanted to watch cartoons like old Tom and Jerry and Pink Panther shows which Cartoon Network had shut down. The second theory is exactly the opposite of this, which says that because Dragon Ball Z and other cartoons were starting to repeat a lot, that's why kids were slowly moving away from them. Apart from this, the competition in the market had also increased. Then whether it was Nickelodeon's Ding Ding Ninja Hammer or Hangima's Shin-chan, kids were looking for new cartoons. Also, at this time, besides animation on Pogo Mad and other channels, other types of real-life shows had also started running. Now here Cartoon Network did the job of killing me and seeing more of his viewership. He also started showing real-life shows like Destroy Build Destroy, which were completely flopped, because people only wanted to watch cartoons on Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network, seeing the success of Ben 10's 2 seasons, released the 3rd season named Ben 10 Omniverse. And if you haven't seen that show, then believe me, you haven't missed anything special in your life. Because that show was so bad that even watching it might seem like a punishment to you. Then the same year, Cartoon Network also launched Roll Number 21, which was telling the story of Krishna in the modern era. That show also proved to be a disaster for them, and I don't know, but Cartoon Network kept releasing episode after episode. Along with the increase in competition in the market, there was also a reason for the fall of Cartoon Network. Quality is also important, and Cartoon Network was missing this quality. Cartoon Network's revival was done by their American show Teen Titans Go. But the secret of this channel's success has never been one show. The past, they were successful because one after the other, good shows used to run on that channel, which used to keep the kids glued to the TV. We ourselves didn't want to move from the TV. Although there are many mistakes of Cartoon Network, but some people believe that we can't completely blame them for the fall of Cartoon Network. Because ever since smartphones came to kids in the world, their TV has become less. Because there are millions of cartoons on the internet that can be watched. That's why Cartoon Network's competition has moved from a few TV channels to thousands of YouTube channels. And right now, the internet looks stronger than the TV. What do you think? Will Cartoon Network be able to get its place again?